So today on Is It Worth It, we'll be looking at this Hyundai Ioniq 5, and yes, this is a full electric compact premium SUV, but it's actually not even Hyundai's first attempt at an electric car. Yeah, way back they brought out the Ioniq, but now they've come back with the Ioniq 5, and look at it, it's worlds apart. I mean, it looks like a moon buggy. It's actually based on one of Hyundai's first cars called the Pony, but we're gonna find out whether it's worth your hard-earned cash. So this Hyundai Ioniq 5 shares the same platform as the EV6, yes, the E-GMP platform. It shares with its sister company, Kia. Quick little cool note, this actually featured on the new Spider-Man film for about 3 seconds as well. First off, let's have a look at the design. Follow me around here. Even just little hints like this, when you first use the unlock key, you've got door handles there. Attention to detail quickly. Even just the glove box folds out like a normal tray. Just little differences like that. It's a big 5-door, they've got loads of practicality in there, which we're going to talk about. And of course, the design doesn't stop here at the back. I mean, check the back out here. I mean, that's amazing. You've still got that nice retro pixelated design, almost from the 80s. You've got an electric tailgate, nice little flaps. You don't even get that on an Audi e-tron GT, probably like 4 times the price, but just little differences like that set it apart to anything else. Let's take a brief look at the specs of the Ioniq 5. So this is the rear wheel drive single motor model. This is the premium trim, which gives chrome body moulding, electric driver seat adjustment, and that smart electric tailgate. In regards to the battery size, you get 73 kilowatts, or you get access to 800 volts fast charge. There's a range of 278 miles, but remember the charge time is 10 to 80% in 18 minutes with the fast charging. Power and torque, 217 brake horsepower, 258 foot-pound of torque, and a top speed of 115 miles per hour, and a 0 to 60 time of 7.4 seconds. So what's the interior like in the Ioniq 5? First impressions, well, it's nice and airy inside. The cabin's huge, it really is. It feels like you can extend all the way outwards. Field of view is brilliant. It's got this nice curved edge glass. Look at the design here at the front. I mean, just even at the center console, it curves round here. Really like spaceship-like. Now the E-GMP platform actually gives you more legroom. In a normal car, you won't be able to do that because obviously you'd have, well, your transmission tunnel, your gearbox, but because it's an electric car, you can literally just put your legs here. Here in the middle console, I'm not too impressed with the just touch sensitive controls. It can be a little bit flimsy, as you can tell, and if you're in a rush and you just want to do that, it'd be a little bit distracting. Displays here at the front, it's touchscreen as well, and obviously you can project your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Display gauge with your charge battery to show how much charge you've got left. Look at the 360 camera here. You've got your 360 display, rear sensors. So let's talk about the practicality. This is a compact premium SUV. Practicality wise, brilliant storage in the front. You've got loads of little compartments, very easy to use, very ergonomical. You've got a vanity mirror with lights, and of course you've got your SOS button with a guard. It looks like something out of a missile launcher, that, doesn't it? So what's the practicality like in the back of the Ioniq 5? First off, impressions, very comfortable and roomy. You've got this nice cushion here, nice and spongy. It's like sitting on somebody's sofa. I really like the trim actually. And you've got your trusty cup holders and armrests here in the middle. Usually the roofline compact sporty design at the back kind of gets in the way. I've got longer legs and I'm quite tall, and yeah, that seat's pushed all the way back and I've still got enough room. You've got an electric tailgate, so you can actually sit in here as well. There's no load lip, and obviously when you open up the bit here, you've got your fast charging plug sockets as well in the back. Loads of room, more boot space than the EV6, and also you can put your rear seats down as well, giving you even more space. So firstly, electric car, you've got no engine sound as soon as you turn it on, just a little chime to say, yes, I am awake. But on the side here, the gear change, I know it's not gears, but you've got what looks like a Mercedes stalk just to change gears. So I'm going to put it into drive now. This is the 73 kilowatt and it's the premium trim. So this is rear wheel drive, so you'll get that force of it pushing you forward just like many BMWs. I'm going to put it in sport mode and I put my foot down. It's not blazingly quick, but you do get that instantaneous torque that you would usually get from an electric car. But let's give it a bit of metal down here. It's no slouch though, is it? I've got what's called the I-pedal. Now this was in the EV6 as well. The I-pedal is essentially a pedal, well, one pedal that you can use to accelerate and de-accelerate, and you just come off the brake and it just slows down. And of course you can change how much you want that to brake, and you can get rid of that altogether where the car just rolls to a stop. Right, so turning, yeah, it's nice and agile. There's a little bit of body roll, but that regenerative braking is a bit too much, so I'm going to put I-pedal off. Suspension's not too bad as well. I'm not going to say it's the most sportiest car, but it would be perfect to pick the kids up from school, etc. You do get some wind noise at higher speed. Doing motorway speeds 50 or 70 miles per hour, you do get some road noise and a little bit of wind noise as well. But I think that's normal for electric cars, because obviously you don't have that hum of the engine. But yeah, surprisingly smooth. So let's wrap up this video on the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Yes, it's a futuristic looking car. It's got loads of gadgets and it's quite roomy and spacious inside. But we're going to put it on that scale of worth and find out whether it's worth your hard-earned cash. Because this is a new car, to calculate an average cost, we're going to weigh the cost of the ultimate Ioniq 5 model variant, which is £47,835, against the entry-level SE Connect variant, which costs £37,365, and we'll weigh the average of these two figures. Now that we have the average price, we use 6 key deciding factors: design, features, practicality, performance, fun factor, and cost of ownership, which takes into account fuel economy, MPG, reliability, and the cost of insurance and tax. So let's see what the outcome is. And as you can see, the Ioniq 5 weighs that scale down, which means that we believe that the Ioniq 5 is worth it. Now let's take a close look at why this car does deserve the "is it worth it" seal of approval. Design. Based on the same platform Kia uses for the EV6, Hyundai has taken design cues of its first ever car, the Pony, and given it a modern futuristic look, which means it's unlike anything else on the road right now. Features. Packed with pretty much everything you would need, including Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The 2 huge touchscreens are an ease to use, and there's even a full 3-pin power socket in the rear, so your passengers can plug in a laptop and charge whilst travelling. Vehicle to load technology means you can even plug in a mini fridge when camping. Practicality, impressive space throughout the cabin and ample amount of room in the back, topped with a bigger boot than the EV6, and with all this, it's still shorter in length as well. Performance. The dual motor is what we would advise, as this gives it more power and range. The instant torque, along with a surprisingly smooth ride, is great to drive. Fun factor, the Ioniq 5 gives great value, especially below 40 grand, even for the base model for a premium car. Its space age looks means it's set for the future. Cost of ownership. Range is 285 miles on a single charge. Insurance group 39E. There's no road tax to pay. As this is a new car, reliability is hard to measure. However, rest assured, you have Hyundai's 5-year warranty and a 5-star Euro NCAP rating. And a massive shout out to the Blackpool Hyundai Chorley Group dealership, very accommodating, and if you have any questions regarding the Ioniq 5, feel free to get in touch, and links will be left in the comment section below. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and you'll be notified as soon as a new video goes live. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Is It Worth It?